welcome everybody to the game. Breaking news. Industry insider Tom Henderson, who is an accurate Call of Duty and Battlefield info leaker, has tweeted all about Battlefield. Tom Henderson on Twitter, he says he's the owner and CEO of Viral Junkie, whatever the heck that is. And he also goes on to say that Battlefield 6 will have 128 plus player maps. That's double what Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 5 have been. They've been 64 players in the server total. That's 32 versus 32, which he says will be available in the next Battlefield. Battlefield 6 as well. 32 versus 32 modes will be included, but they're designing them with 128 players in mind. And this isn't just for Battle Royale neither. This is for probably Conquest game modes, the classic style Battlefield game modes that we all know and love. Okay, this isn't some kind of, Battle Royale announcement, okay, but we'll get to that later. Let's get on right over, like I said, to his actual tweets here. So his actual tweet says, Battlefield news, maps have been designed with 128 plus players in mind, but 32 versus 32 will also be a standard playlist. Like I said, does he know what he's talking about? This dude leaks Call of Duty stuff. He seems to have some insider info at Call of Duty. Some people will say that's working with the enemy. As a Battlefielder, I don't know. I will say that he has called a few things that have turned out to be correct. Okay, so let's see what he was saying here in his tweets that turned out to be true. He said, when I said Black Ops Cold War marketing starts on the 5th, it did, and it has. For some reason, everyone was expecting a trainer or Frank Woods himself announcing the game or something, with an emoji there cracking himself up. Marketing has started, be that with small hints, but it has. Reveal in a couple of weeks, and then sure enough, about exactly 2 weeks later, we get the Black Ops Cold War Call of Duty reveal. So he was right on the money with that, and that's just one of many things he's leaked and been accurate on. So we're gonna go ahead and run with this here. This info that he's pouring out on Battlefield, man, I'm hyped up for this. I've been saying for a while, man, 128 plus players, please. I didn't say that specific number. I just said go bigger, as big as you guys can go. Okay, large scale battles is what Battlefield is about. That's what it's been about in the past. That's what it's set itself apart with, and that's what it does good, man. That's what it does best with, is large scale battles. Okay, Call of Duty's about running around in a little maze, mostly in the past. And Battlefield said, man, we're opening it up, sandbox, only in Battlefield moments, do whatever you want to and have fun out there. While Call of Duty's like, well, I'm just gonna, spray and pray and run around a little maze. Man, that ain't Battlefield. So we need to expand it. No mazes, no linear corridor maps and stuff like that. No, man, we can fit 128 players in a Conquest game mode. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We got to go bigger and better. He goes on to say in his next tweet here, Battlefield news, there's also been increased interest in Battle Royale due to the success of Warzone. No confirmation of a BR in the next Battlefield yet, but could EA and DICE be planning a free-to-play Battlefield experience? So he's not saying it's been confirmed. I don't know what kind of info he's running with here. Battlefield news, there's also been increased interest in Battle Royale. That doesn't mean he's saying Battle Royale is confirmed to be coming in the next Battlefield, but he said they're thinking about it because, yes, Warzone for Call of Duty has been very successful, way more successful than Battlefield's Firestorm Battle Royale game mode. And why is that? Well, Call of Duty was free, okay? It was a free game mode, free game. Anyone can have it. Firestorm in Battlefield 5 was not free. You had to have Battlefield 5, and it hurt Firestorm. It was a solid game mode, but it gets hurt when it's not free. Not only that, but Battlefield 5 was not the Battlefield game most Battlefield players wanted. So when your player base leaves Battlefield 5 altogether, they're not going to be playing the Firestorm, and they're not going to be buying into Battlefield 5 like they are to Call of Duty or a free game mode. I mean, I know you can't buy into a free game, but you get my point here. They're not going to be picking up an older game that they got to pay $60 for when they have a newer game that's free. Even though I think Firestorm is better than Call of Duty Warzone, okay? If we really compare it, okay, side by side, the destruction in Battlefield is better. The engine is better, okay, altogether, graphically and everything like that. Do I like the gunplay and the setting in Battlefield, though, better than Call of Duty? No, okay, so that's a minus it has. But if you compare, okay, I prefer Firestorm. When I shoot a rocket into a building, I want to open it up and see the dude that's hiding from me like a scaredy cat, okay? That's the kind of gameplay I like. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you guys want the gulag and you want to be shooting your little pea shooter 1v1 with another dude in the showers, hey, that's cool, man. If that's what you're into, then that's cool, man. I don't judge you for that. But see, that's not really my style, man. I'm more of a Battlefield Firestorm, okay? But does anyone play it? No. Why? Because it's old and it costs money. A lot of these dudes out here don't have the money to pay for it, so they jump on Warzone and they give into the peer pressure because all their other broke friends play Warzone because it's free. And then what are you going to do if you want to play with a group of people and all they can afford is Warzone, okay? So I think what Battlefield should do is return to the Battle Royale game mode, okay, as like a side thing, and maybe make it free just like Warzone did, man, and pull people in with the free Battle Royale game. And then they'll probably go on to play the Conquest and stuff like that because that's their bread and butter, man. They got more to offer than just the free Battle Royale, okay? But pull them in with that, okay? Get them, hooked on that, give them a little sample and then pull them into the rest of the game. And it's going to be large scale. This time it's getting bigger and even better, guys. So, I mean, hey, I think they're onto something. A lot of people say, well, Firestorm failed. It didn't fail. People just aren't playing it because they got to do what everyone else is doing. Monkey see, monkey do, okay? Doesn't mean it's a bad game. Doesn't mean it's not put together well. So, going back to the Conquest game modes that are supposed to be 128 plus players, possibly. The dude says Battlefield 5 couldn't handle 32 versus 32, but if they can pull off 128 player maps in the next Battlefield, that would be pretty awesome. But it's DICE, so see, a lot of people like talking crap, man. But Tom Henderson says, I agree, but they have been designed with those player counts in mind. It doesn't necessarily mean 64 versus 64 is coming. The core game is still 32 versus 32, so they're still focusing on what has worked for them in the past most successfully with Battlefield 4. That was 32 versus 32. If it ain't broke, don't fix it like they tried doing with Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, okay? They went back to World War 1 and World War 2 and changed the guns all up and took away a lot of the aircraft and vehicle gameplay and stuff like that and added all this other kind of super soldiers and all this kind of perk systems. I felt like they were trying to be too Call of Duty and they weren't being true to themselves, and it bit them in the butt. They shot themselves in the foot and let Call of Duty take over because Call of Duty went more towards a Battlefield approach with going bigger, more large scale with their Warzone battle royales and stuff like that, and modern, and what more people were kind of feeling. But see, Battlefield will always have the better engine, man. I think that's true. So if people will return to Battlefield with this Battlefield 6, they'll get the modern that they want. They'll get the larger scale that they want. They'll get everything they want, even the Battle Royale, but it'll be on a better engine, and that will defeat Call of Duty, okay? If they have a better base to stand on, if they just, do the right kind of building on top of the base they have, then they could be, way better. They could build a skyscraper from then on up because Call of Duty is built on the sand. Their base is a little shaky. They can crumble easily when their engine ain't up to the standards of what Battlefield has and DICE has over there with the Frostbite engine. So they're saying it could still be 32 versus 32, but the maps are designed for 128. So that just tells me that the maps are going to be larger with the same amount of players, which could work because I feel like sometimes these Battlefield maps get a little cramped with 64 players total, okay? So if you just kind of made the maps larger, I feel like that would, kind of let things breathe a little bit, let the vehicles drive around a little bit farther without reaching the edge of the maps, and, the airplanes and helicopters will have more space to fly around without reaching the edge of the map, and, if you fly out there too long, that will eventually kill you, and that's just annoying, man. When you're trying to maneuver around and you reach the edge of the map and you got to turn around, and that, so I think they're onto something with just making the maps bigger but keeping the player count the same. I wouldn't mind the player count getting larger as well. I think the more the merrier. We just need to make it bigger, and better. Keep expanding it. That's like real life, man. We don't, these theaters of war aren't just these small little corners of a city, okay? I mean, some of these battles are large scale, okay? Look at games like Squatter, games like PlanetSide 2. I mean, the maps are huge and the battles are ongoing. I think they need to keep expanding that because it seems more like an actual actual theater of war and an actual battle that progresses, and there's front lines and there's areas towards the back where you can plan and strategize and hunker down and really dig in, and you wait for the approach, and you know what I mean, of enemies and stuff like that. So that's what you got to do, guys. You got to expand it, make it bigger, more interesting. That way it's not just a maze you're running around in like Call of Duty normally is, okay? Running into guys spraying and praying. I saw you first, so I win. No, it's more about strategy for me and more about planning, plan, plot, strategize. What did Tupac try to tell you guys? It's about planning, plotting, and strategizing. And that's what I like in my games, okay? Because that takes what? Mental ability, not just physical thumb wars. No, this is mental ability. It's chess versus checkers. It's way more interesting this way, guys. So a lot of people are saying, well, Battle Royale, that's done. That's a fad. What about Conquest? Conquest, that's a game mode that's been in games forever. What about Capture the Flag? What about your attack and defend or your defuse the bombs? I don't hear people complaining about those being in every game. Battle Royale is just another game mode that has been proven to be interesting enough for people to make it the entire focus of an entire game. It's still going. Are people getting a little burnt out on the game mode? Sure, but Battlefield's going to have Conquest and other things for those people to lock into, okay? It's not going to be all Battle Royale, okay? If you don't want that, Battlefield will offer you something else, but I think they should offer Battle Royale as well. It's one of the best game modes going around for a reason. There's a reason why it's popular, okay? You got to make your game more accessible to people if you want it to be successful. That's all it comes down to. So the leaker there, Tom Henderson, also has said that he doubts Battlefield 3 Remastered is actually going to be a thing. There's been some rumors about them releasing Battlefield 6 with another game from Battlefield 3 Remastered, but I think there's been some confusion, and I think what people are hearing is that it's going to be inspired by Battlefield 3. Battlefield 6 is not going to be released along with a remaster. Tom Henderson says that doesn't make any sense financially to him and stuff like that. It's just really going to be inspired from the Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 eras. That's what we're going to see in the modern setting there from Battlefield 6, okay? And I think that's a good move, man. Battlefield 4 was, in my opinion, the pinnacle, okay? Battlefield 3 was a good starting point. They did a lot of good things. Battlefield 4 perfected it, and now with Battlefield 1, they just went all wacky with it. Battlefield Hardline went too wacky with it. Battlefield 5, it was not even as good as Battlefield 1, and that was off base. They need to bring it back to what worked for them best, and that was where they left off at Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 even, but as long as it's going to be more polished and it's going to be, in that kind of lane there, I think they're going to have a very successful thing on their hands. They learned their lesson with Firestorm, not making it free to play. That'll be good. It sounds like they're going bigger and better with the maps. That's what they need to do to really stand out versus Call of Duty, and I think they can really top Call of Duty this time in every way imaginable. Just look at the engine, okay? Like I said before, look at the way the buildings crumble in Battlefield. Look at everything. They're doing it better, okay? There's more value in the Battlefield series. If they just do a couple things differently, all the pieces will fit together and they will be on top once again in the FPS shooter genre and overtake Call of Duty. I'm ready for Battlefield to be great again, okay? Make Battlefield great again. That's what I'm preaching right now. So I'm ready for that, and I think they can do it. Sounds like they've learned their mistakes from Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Battlefield 6 is going to be good, guys, so start practicing up on Battlefield 4 because you're going to be jumping shit from Call of Duty soon when Battlefield 6 releases in 2021. Get ready. Tom Henderson also says that they're going to release it on the current gen and next gen, and there's going to be some kind of stripped down version for current gen. I don't know what that could be. Maybe the Battle Royale, they're going to start on current gen and then bring it over to next gen later. I don't know really what's going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm super hyped up for Battlefield 6. It sounds like they're doing everything right. So far, so good. All right, their engine's going to be great. Their Battle Royale is going to be better and more accessible, and players are going to actually be playing it. And they're going bigger and better. I love it, man. So I could talk about this all day, but until next time, this has been Rusty Pfluger. Rusty Pfluger, over and out.